Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here and thanks for having me. Awkwardness. Can you please raise your hand if you felt any type of awkwardness or embarrassment in the last 2-3 weeks? Thank you. God, thank you. So when I started to think about the topic of this talk, the first question that came to my mind associated with the topic of awkwardness was, why are we all so afraid of looking stupid? Why are we so afraid of looking foolish? Oh my God, I'm not gonna launch that podcast because I feel awkward. I'm not gonna start that YouTube channel because this is so cringe. I'm not gonna do that because I'm embarrassed at myself. But this is actually where creativity goes to die. And in order to be creative, in order to innovate, we need to kill the fear of looking stupid. Because that fear prevents us from trying new things. That fear is blocking exploration. That fear is delaying experimentation. And creativity thrives on navigating embarrassment. Where do embarrassment happen in the brain? It happens in that part of the brain called the pregenual anterior cingulate cortex. That is a fancy way to say that part of the brain that acts as a control center. This part of the brain triggers the physical responses we all know, the sweaty palms, the heart racing, and is also responsible for higher level thinking, feelings, and emotions. So essentially, embarrassment is a double sword. From one side, it manages the physical reaction, we all know, and on another hand, it tells us that we don't want to repeat the embarrassing action. But here's the twist. Embarrassment is the key emotional indicator that tells us that we are growing because we are stepping outside of our comfort zone and we are doing that embarrassing thing regardless. So by taking small, calculated, and incremental risks, we can slowly become the person we want to become. Okay, these are some of my favorite words. And Japanese word shoshin. It means beginner's mindset. It means approaching every new task with the mindset of a beginner, openness of mind, curiosity of a child. And similarly, in Korean Zen, masters emphasize the importance of the do not know mind, the not knowing mind. And again, the beginner's mindset. So regardless of our level of experience, expertise, and skill set, trying new things without caring about the result, with the humility and the willingness to learn. And this is a very beautiful example of the beginner's mindset. The Post-it. It was born of a failed attempt to create a super strong adhesive. So it's essentially those oops, those oh no moments that can lead to incredible breakthroughs and can be catalyst for innovation. One of the most asked questions in design thinking is, where do good ideas come from? Where do new ideas come from? One of the most prestigious design schools in the world is Stanford School, and one of the values is experiment rapidly. We often think that innovation is something linear, something clean, neat, that there is a process, there is something structured and organized. But innovation is messy, innovation is chaotic, innovation is intertwined with failure. And in the startup world and business world, Silicon Valley, we often hear fail fast, fail forward, fail fast, fail cheap. This approach advocates for early and continuous experimentation so that startup can pivot and apply immediate real-life feedback. But we are also obsessed with the notion of having a great idea, having one good idea. And if we polish that idea, if we refine that idea in our mind, this idea eventually will lead us to success. Today I want to bring a contrarian and refreshing perspective from Mark Randolph. He is Netflix co-founder, investor, mentor, entrepreneur. He said that there is no such thing as a good idea, because all ideas are inherently bad, but they are a stepping stone. They are an initial point. Essentially, his point is the longer we keep an idea in our mind, the more we delay the crucial process of understanding what's wrong with that idea. Because the value of an idea truly emerges only when the idea becomes testable. And this is the so-called validation hacking. The true value of an idea only emerges when an idea becomes testable. Mark Randall's point is, if an idea cannot survive a quick, rough, imperfect test, there is no way this idea is going to be viable in the long term. I want to share with you a quote. When I came across this quote, it felt really liberating for me. From Kurt Vonnegut. He said, "I don't think being good at things is the point of doing them. You've got all these wonderful experiences with different skills, and that all teaches you things and makes you an interesting person, no matter how well you do them. And it's refreshing and it's liberating because it takes away all the pressure of doing things because we need to be good at them, because we need to perform, because we need to excel. And okay, I'm going to do something just because I like it and I want to try it." And today, I want to ask your collaboration in doing an exercise. On TikTok, they call it the exposure therapy, and they call it a constructive embarrassment, which basically means putting yourself purposely in the condition of doing some awkward things. This doesn't mean text your ex. It means do something awkward, slightly awkward every day, so that we can do something that is aligned with our goals. And I would like for us to feel the permission to just feel awkward. Give ourselves the permission to feel awkward, feel embarrassed, cringe at ourselves a little bit, it's okay. And let's start wearing embarrassment as a badge of honor in the creative process. So I want to wrap it up today with these few words. Let's all embrace the awkwardness. Thank you so much.